Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Today, along with most other people, I will be adding my 2 cents into the just early things situation. As my thumbnail poses the question, is JPT a racist? Is she bigoted? Is she just a chameleon? Is she a profiteer or simply naive? The one thing no one can deny is that she's very successful. I think it's important that we wade through this Black manosphere panic and again focus as quickly and refocus as quickly as possible on the task at hand for us as men. I think this shouldn't even elevate to where it's at. In fact, I think we should be ashamed that one white woman can misspeak and 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 send the whole diaspora into a hissy fit. I mean, I, I I'm very disappointed in that. And I don't know about you guys, but it's a disappointing thing. I provide my initial thoughts on the Anton Daniels Millionaire Show. I think it was yesterday, I believe. Not yesterday, but a Friday. Someone popped a clip on, and I was kind of all over the place, but because those were my initial thoughts. But I think it's just worth listening to. It's around maybe 10 minutes long or something like that. I didn't know it was that long until I started talking about it. But I'm gonna share that right now, and and y'all can check that out. Here it comes, and wait for it. Ba-bum-bum. Okay, let's go.
So I don't know.
I don't have a. Y'all the ones that's complaining about it. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
All right, Payne.
Yeah, let me, if I could jump in real quick. I mean, this is the most horse shit I've heard in a long time. Well, how could anybody infiltrate us? And we want to hold ourselves accountable. First of all, here's the thing. Jess Pearly thing gave platform to a lot of Black English people to talk about relationships in general. The fact that it's being morphed, the fact that Black people can't realize that our relationships are not just Black relationships, right? We don't get an opportunity to talk about relationships in general, right? Because there's a lot of similarities in the Western culture that impacts us, and we got to stop thinking we're separate from that shit, man. We're part of that. So now, whether she wants to make money and all that shit, of course she wants to make money, but she didn't hide that shit. She hasn't hid that. Now, I think one of the things we have this incessant inferiority complex that makes us overreact to every freaking thing that goes on out there. Listen, as far as somebody hijacking us women, Black women, just pearly things, or any other the vultures in the manosphere.
If you're watching random YouTube videos trying to get better with women, stop. I'm Jackie. I've been a female trainer with Social Coach since 2014. We've helped thousands of men in.
The one thing that we don't want to do is have a whole bunch of hard Johnsons sitting around a panel and making it in an echo chamber without people throwing in shit where we all talking the same bullshit. We got to hear people's views, whether they're plants, whether they're have good points or not, so we can bounce off of what we really should be doing against what we might face out there. If we don't ever hear it, all we're doing is talking to ourselves and holding each other's dicks. Man, that's not what we want. Every panel, no matter how ratchet the chicks are, Peace Network, they bring light to the network in the conversation when they're on the opposite side. How could we be afraid of that shit? If it's my channel, I still have control. If it's my channel, somebody could say some horse shit, but I can fix that by taking over my channel. That's what Antoine does every time he goes on his goddamn rants. So all I'm just trying to say is we got to stop being afraid of the goddamn world. We're part of the world. Pearlie's going to make money. She put this guy Fuentes on there. He's an asshole. So what he got to, She's a white woman. How could we ever have lost sight that this is a fucking white woman and she's gonna have white woman mentality? Why are we afraid of that? The only thing that validates her is if she acts like she's for black causes. This is why people have a problem with Trump. Trump might not even be a racist. He's just a white national. He's proud of being white. What the fuck is wrong with that? We're all proud to be black. So we need to be able to handle more than just our little victimization bullshit that we keep talking about all the time. I mean, I'm serious. We ain't gonna progress until we could face the devil and put up our middle finger and say, fuck you. This is the way we want to go. I mean, and we just keep falling into the trap. This overreaction to Pearly Skinks having some asshole on her show. You know what? You know how many white people don't respect slavery? I think somebody should just get on her show. Say, Pearl, listen, you should shut the fuck up about slavery because you don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't make her a bad person because almost every white person I know belittles slavery. Right? Almost all of them. And she said that before, by the way, because I used to watch Pearl. Shara charged her ass up on that around a year ago. So
And she
anyway,
still
she don't need to say that's because she really believes it. She really believes it. I mean, so what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Wait. Before I didn't interrupt you because I couldn't because I'm a junior member, get kicked down by Anton anytime he wants. But the bottom line, Anton, the point I'm going to make is she's allowed to have her white person point of view because they all do, just like we can have our black person point of view. And it shouldn't put a battery in our back when she proves to be white. I mean, shit, why are we surprised? That's my whole problem. This whole overreaction over the whole manosphere kind of solidifies the fact that we allowed ourselves to be not even duped, blinded by, some white savior that's supposed to say all the right things at the right time. I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, I tell people, if you ain't a black man, if you got a white Jesus and the cross in your house, then you're still a slave. You don't even know what the fuck you doing. That's the biggest symbol of white supremacy that we'll ever face. That white Jesus.
Wait. So do you not? But wait, do you not? So I'm lost what you said because it sounds like in some parts you agree with me and on other parts you don't. Like I'm saying,
What part I agree with you on?
Okay, like I said, I don't want this chick to be canceled. This chick should have her opinion, right? But if you're old OG, right? The thing is, I'm saying is that if we're looking at things at face value, I can listen to Anton talk about certain situations. So now I can say, hey, I can relate to Anton because we've been through that. Even though, look, and I done been with this motherfucker around, you know what I'm saying? We done roll around in DC at night. You know what I'm saying? I got guns all over there. Anton didn't even know how many guns I had in the car. But he was rolling with me though. He was safe, right? But it's certain things that I understand by being around him that he understand about being black, right?
Right.
What I'm telling you is this. When I approached a girl, I said, just have a conversation. But I never thought about it to sit here and say, what skin do you have in this game? Is you some white girl that just popped out of nowhere and said, hey, this is good. Let me go to the People Network and let's talk about ratchet black bitches, right? So now I'm like this, because the Anton don't want to admit it, but that's what the People Network talk about, ratchet black bitches. So now I'm like this. Wait, hold up, nigga. Nobody ever asked this girl that question. This one question, right? Why do you care about ratchet black bitches?
Well, wait a minute, Logic.
No. And I'm saying this. Wait, look.
Can I just interject? I'll let you go again. Just because she went on the police doesn't mean she's expanding her horizons. So
I understand, but listen what I'm saying. When I'm looking at it, I'm evaluating the conversation. And it never came to me to ask myself, why do this white lady? And look, I'm far from racist. I defend more white people. I get slack on Fight Club for defending white people. But I never asked myself this one question. Why do this lady care about?
You don't have to ask yourself, Logic. How come you didn't ask her when she was on the goddamn panel? Hey, white girly fucking things, how come you're in this goddamn space? That's all we need to do.
And that's what I'm telling you. Listen, goddamn. Hey, listen, goddamn fucking. Listen, look, little black Sambo. Look, I get what you're saying. I'm literally. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Did you not hear me say this is my flaw? I did not understand that. I did not evaluate that. How many times I got to say that?
Well, what I'm saying,
I'm telling you, I did.
That's what, you know what needs to happen with pearly things? Guys like Anton, guys like MTR, guys like the TLA. Hey, Pearly, what you said was fucked up. And you put us all in a pickle. Why did you do that shit? And let's see what she says. If she says, fuck you, nigga,
it's not about
burn you, that's one thing. But if she says, you know what? I didn't think about it because I don't have the perspective that I need to have.
Okay, this is the problem with.
I'm sorry, and I apologize for it. We need to charge her up.
No, she don't need to listen. Hey, she don't need to apologize because my standpoint is most people, black people, need to be like her and Nick Fuentes.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Asians do it.
Look. I
Every
have
other
no
race does it.
disagreement about what Nick Fuentes say. I think we should just take what he say and we should relate it to black people. Motherfuckers calling me. He's saying, look, we should love black. We should want to keep black pure. We should see and want to build black nations. That's what I don't have no issues with what Nick Fuentes says. That's not the issue. I'm saying this. If Nick Fuentes have them type of views, why in the fuck is he around black people? Why? Look, that's just like me. I'm saying, look, watch this. Let me just say this real fast, little black Sambo. If I said I gotta be all black Sambo, you know I like the joke. Hey, you know I like the joke. I like the joke. But listen, that's just like me saying, hey, look, I want to segregate from black people and build a strong, for white people and build a strong black nation, right?
Oh,
but then I'm integrating with black people. I'm talking about black
people. Honestly, since we've been talking, since we've been talking, nobody has actually told me what she said. I'm still not familiar.
So I'll give a quick synopsis of what she actually said.
I'm gonna drop down so y'all can go ahead.
Yeah.
All I just want to say this last thing.
You can stick around. You can stick around. You ain't got to drop.
No, because I was gonna go over the Trigger Mike show like I do every day.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The point is,
just keep it in the network. 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 That's all we ask.
But black people can't build anything in a goddamn vacuum. We got to be able to.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
They built theirs in a vacuum. They built theirs in a vacuum.
Let me finish. You can let the Sambo.
The fact that you're saying that proves that you can't. You don't understand the potential that we've already done.
You can't build anything in a vacuum because we don't live in a vacuum.
Asian people built their stuff in a vacuum.
Hey, man.
It's all Asians over there.
Sambo finish, man. Let Sambo finish so you get the fuck out of here.
That's right. Let me finish so I can get out of here. We can't build shit in a vacuum. You got to understand the people you're talking about. Because the only fucking people in the United States who care about integration is black people. So you got to overcome that, by the way. And then, listen, if it wasn't for us, nobody would even use the I word, okay? So we need to build our shit because I understand we need to have our own, but we need to have it in against the backdrop of all these other influences. And we can't ignore those influences. We just can't be driven by them. And that's what's going on. But everybody can fucking say anything. We're all over the goddamn place. One white girl trips up, and old fucking manosphere is having a conniption fit. What the fuck is the matter with us? I mean, stop. Listen, okay.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate
You
you
stop
guys being
sharing
on the
there.
ride with me, but I just got home
All right,
off of an early
so
morning
I'm
flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I
stop
love my
sharing.
family. You know, I'm a family man.
Okay. And what I'm gonna do now is let me stop that, and we're gonna go back to sharing this. All right. Okay. I'm back. Anyway, just to let you know, that was a conversation I had with Anton and a few people on his panel. And there's a little bit more I want to say before I cut out, So I'm still getting this YouTube thing down, content. I just throw this shit out as I put it. I'm not, I'll get polished as I go along. Anyway, listen, just like I said, I'm not surprised by the reaction of the manosphere to just pearly things. Okay. She's revealed more of herself, and people are starting to go crazy. Like I said, around a year ago, she said the same thing, and she was checked by one of her guys, one of her main guys, Shara. But as I said before, white folks don't recognize the horrors of slavery the way we do. They never will. I mean, we could sit down here and complain about that all we want to, but they're just not going to do it. But I'm a little bit more concerned as to why black people continue to be so obsessed with that dark past part of our history. I mean, we survived it, and give ourselves a round of applause, right? Not only have we survived, but we thrive now in this country. We have bad communities, bad parts. We have a class divide, which is very concerning. But we have so many black folks who are successful, and they ain't just athletes and entertainers. Okay, so it's just, if I was outside looking in and I talked to one of these black people who was in a corporate office, start talking about the perils and how much slavery kept them down, I'd be looking at them like they're crazy. What are you talking about? You're making more money than I am. You got a family and kids in private school. What are you talking about? Right? So we gotta somehow, absorb what happened to us in the past and kind of move forward and look at what we want to do in the future. And we can't keep getting so, in our drawers in a bunch because a white woman hiccups. Okay, shit. So I don't know, man. South Africa had this Truth and Reconciliation Commission. I wonder if that will work here in America. I think we need something like that. But anyway, brother Obsidian Ali had a deep dive over the whole conversation between Pearlie and Nick Fuentes. And he picked out a couple of things. She teased blessings. I mean, I don't see how anybody could get overly mad at that shit. She teases blessing all the time. And then uh, the thing about misquoting Alex Haley, now, that's an issue. But is that an issue that raises to a level of all this conniption that we're in? Or is it just the fact that she talked to a white supremacist? And it seemed like that guy, we know he doesn't like black people, but he seems to have a much bigger issue with the small hats than he does with us. So are we protecting the small hats? I mean, I'd like to see the last time they started protecting us. All right. I know they project us through rap music and the ratchet female rap music that's out there. They make a lot of money off of that. So how much do they really care about the black community? Who else really cares about the black community? I mean, we got a lot of people to be mad at. I'm not even saying don't be mad at just pearly things. I don't care whether you're mad at her. I don't care whether you accept her. I don't care if you ignore her. I don't care if you reject her. That's not even the issue. The issue is, why are we, you know, moving off of our purpose in the black manosphere because of utterance of one white woman? That should make us all kind of mad. Not necessarily at her, but at us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so let's stop it. Just stop the bullshit. Let's just move on. She said what she said, and some people will still be down with us. Some people won't be. Well, we don't need weeks and months of just pearly things bashing and getting off purpose and forgetting why we're doing all this shit. Okay? So there's 3 things I think off the top of my head that we should take advantage of in this situation. 1, I don't think anybody should apologize for talking to just pearly things. All you content creators, MTR, TLA, Melanie King, Maggie the substitute teacher, why? Don't freaking apologize for talking to her. You know, I mean, you met her. You know, real racists are not that hidden. If you felt, you probably would have felt some racist thing from her while you were talking to her. I'm not even trying to give her a pass. You know, she's a profiteer. She's an opportunist. And so are you. You know, you're all opportunity out here, right? Maybe you don't want to collab with her no more. Oh, that's your choice. But I wouldn't come out with these, somehow damage control videos. You don't need them. Don't keep perpetuating this bullshit by saying, oh, I'm sorry I talked to her. I voted no. Get the fuck out of here. You know, you don't have to apologize for that. Okay, listen. For the manosphere, don't start with the infighting. One fucking white woman comes up, and now we got content creators at each other's throats. What the fuck is the matter with you people? Haven't we learned anything? Haven't we seen how they infiltrated the Black Panthers and everybody else? And here we're going to go and let this one chick say one word, a sentence out of a 3-hour interview, break up everything? I mean, it's just disgusting, man. You know what? Everybody just shut the fuck up. All right? And men in the manosphere, don't let the female content creators take over the narrative. This is our shit. We don't need to have the women who hate just pearly things for whatever reason. And well, we know what the reasons are. And even if their reasons are a little bit more than that, we don't need to start following the women who don't like just pearly things. We know they don't like her. So we just need to be on our point and our, hey, as a Black manosphere, what do we want to accomplish? Besides, the respect that we want to get out there, our voices to be heard. And we don't need anybody to keep distracting from that just because just pearly thing exists. So that's all I have to say. Hey, listen, man, who am I? I'm just a bullshit guy fooling around with making a little bit of content once in a while. But hey, listen, I'm on the earth and I have something to say just like everybody else for what it's worth. Anyway, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.